What up? Happy Monday. I didn't say that with conviction, did I? Happy motherfucking Monday. I'm driving here to drop something off for a friend, and I went to the one place that I can count on to work through stuff. And I have all these things that I do. I have a couple things that I do to work through, right? Share, gym, church. My favorite place is the gym. It's where I can really transfer how I'm feeling to pain of a different sort, where there's gain in it. And I heard I decided to listen to a sermon while working out, which was interesting, but it was really good because I woke up this morning and I ain't gonna lie, I had a little bit of that nah, this is how it really is. You know how we get, I don't know about you guys, but how I get is I don't want to deal with it anymore, so I come to a conclusion that makes more sense when it doesn't make sense at all. And I'm just like, no, fuck it. This is what, just a bunch of negative, and I just so I don't have to process anymore, I'm in a season of my life where it's perfectly positioned for me with what I've got going on. Here I have a situation where it requires patience. It requires love and compassion. It requires a lot of I don't know. And it also requires a lot of trust. And that's a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work. And it's so much easier to just say, no. This is how it fucking is. Fuck that. Blah, 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 blah. But that's not what the season of my life is about. This season of my life is a wonderful, amazing adventure and a journey. And it's about compassion, love, and being supportive. That's what it's about. I was put in a situation where I'm given that as an opportunity. And God is like, hey, here's the deal, man. You're in a good place. So I need you to show what that looks like. And learn how to balance it. And learn how to be okay with not the instant gratification of information that I need. Today, instant gratification for me is not food, it's not TV, it's not drugs, it's not alcohol, it is information. I need to hear and I need to know right now. And I don't get that. I don't get it. Not that I don't understand it, I'm not allowed it. So this is a season of my life where it requires for me to say, I don't know, and just keep doing. And so I did all of that this morning, and then all of a sudden, I'm at the gym, and I'm still pounding in my head with all these thoughts of should I not, what should I do? And so I decided to put on sermon. And the title of the sermon is Knowing When to Walk Away and Knowing When Not to Walk Away. And I'm like, perfect. This is going to tell me exactly what I need to hear. And it did. He just kept saying, it's worth it. Hey man, it's worth it. That little whisper in your head that's telling you it's coming from God. It's worth it. Just keep doing it. It's worth it. And I'm just like, man, all right. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't get to know what that means. I just know that maybe it means that I'm going to, in the future, 6 months from now, when I have multiple years, I'll look back on this time of my life and I'll be like, I am so glad I kept pushing. I am so glad I kept going. we bear fruits of of our labor. The more the labor, the more the struggle, the better the fruit. I know that. If I want instant gratification and I want to like go on, dating apps and fucking find somebody who's like, thinks I'm attractive, and then we just hook up and then that's it. That labor is minimal and the fruit is not worthy. I don't want that. What I want is something that I have to work my ass off for. I was asked by Malia today about a situation. And I said I would spend the rest of my life, if given the opportunity, to bring happiness to something specific. Like that would be like, aside from taking care of my kids, that would be my main focal point. And so I know I have that in me. Every day would be, what can I do today to make this person happy? And I want that in my life, whatever it looks like. I want whatever it looks like in my life to spend every single day doing that. And now I know I have what it takes to be that person for whoever that person is going to be. But that can't be my only destiny, right? When I look at my current struggle, I can take my current struggle and forget what got me here to this point. Like I'm sitting on a 1.5 years. And I was at the meeting yesterday, my home group. And for those of you who don't understand what a home group is, it's a meeting you make every week without fail. And you're of service to that meeting in some way. I chair that meeting. And I'm sitting there like dealing with what I'm dealing with, really sad for somebody, and I'm praying and I'm doing, I went to church and I prayed. I spent a lot of time praying for this person. And I then started praying for other people. I've got a couple people, there's multiple people in my life that are struggling with stuff. And I have enough to give. And I'm just like going through a certain thing, and then all these people showed up. It's like, and to me, like in my mind, I'm like, it's not even a birthday, it's a 1.5 years. Like I downplayed the hell out of that. It's just a 1.5 years is what I said in my mind. When there was a time I couldn't get a half a year. Couldn't get a fucking month. I'm sitting here downplaying it. And it's a big fucking deal. So I can't downplay my successes due to my current struggles. I have to take and enjoy and cherish my wins, because they're just as important as my current struggle. All of it is amazing. Like my writings are over the last 2 days have been different. Instead of like praying and hoping, now I'm just grateful that I'm going through this particular thing. Really grateful. And everything is temporary. Like when I look back at this last year and a half, a lot of these things were temporary. And then some of this stuff is making sense. You know, like there are people I didn't think I'd talk to anymore, and I talk to them regularly. Connect with them. I just thought it was over. And like, there's all that support. I guess I'm not one to just throw people away if things don't go my way. And that tells me that I'm, you know, that I love people. So what I'm going to do is continue to be who I am and not say fuck that because it's not quite exactly what I wanted, and be grateful for the experiences that I'm getting because they're awesome. Like what a wonderful, wonderful journey I've had. And I sit back and like I look at like the earlier years of my life, and there was like no excitement, there was no journey. It was just work, come home, fight or not fight, and just be, you know, indifferent with somebody at the house for day in and day out. And I can remember looking up, and this was years ago, you know, like fucking a decade ago. I can remember over a decade ago looking up and saying, if I could just get some excitement, Lord. I prayed for that, and holy shit, man. What an exciting year and a half it's been. What an exciting couple weeks it's been. I mean, sure, no sleep. Okay. The thing I'm struggling over, that person's gotten no sleep. And the sleep that they have gotten has been terrible. They're not doing good. Sitting over here being selfish. So, there's a lot of hurting people out here. And they're just trying to hold it together. And I'm sitting here in my car, killed it at work, about to drop something off for somebody because I could afford it. And I'm sitting here on some clean time, significant amount of clean time. And you know, I'm not going to sit here and compare it to somebody who's got 20 years or something. For me, it's significant. You know, to hear what my ex said about me in that meeting, and then we gave each other knuckles. It's funny. She was like, look at the two of us, clean, working a program of recovery, no restraining orders, and taking care of our kids together. And then we gave each other knuckles. What are we showing people in the rooms of recovery? That it can be done. You know, it doesn't have to be flames and fucking dismay. We can sit not just in a room far apart from each other and just cordial. We could actually be pushing the message of what this is. And this is like such a gift. And I get caught up in like my current thing when I forget that like we can get so stressed out we forget how beautiful the day is when there's like not a cloud in the sky, it's sunny, it's not raining, it's not too hot, it's cold, but it's not too cold, it's not snowing, it's not a fucking heat wave, and the birds are out. How many days did I go by where I didn't fucking even pay attention to that? Life is good. And I'm very lucky that I'm in this position that I'm in. So I'm gonna just appreciate everything, do the things that I can best as I can. My intention is not anything but love, kindness and compassion, and just, you know, do as best as I can at being a good person. And if things don't quite work out the way I want them to do, that doesn't mean that they're not working out in my way. They're just working out exactly the way God wants them to. And so that's all I got. I just needed to like talk because I have been screaming in my head all morning long. So I got this. Okay, I'm out.